Your name?
Francie McCrory.
Your specialist subject?
Roger Taylor.
Who has been dubbed the Quizmaster Supreme of Blackheath?
Roger Taylor.
Who has been named the auctioneer par excellence of Blackheath?
Obviously, Roger Taylor.
Who went out of his way to make you feel welcome the first time you came to Blackheath?
Oh, darling Rog.
Who is an all-round good bloke and diamond geezer?
Rog.
If you could sit next to anyone in the world at a dinner party, who would it be?
Only my darling Rog.
Who do you wish all the very best on his retirement?
Rog, Henry and I both wish you loads of happiness on your retirement. Lots of love. From us both.
And the same goes for me, Roger. Roger and out.
Hello, Roger, old chap. Been asked to make this bit of film, and happy to, of course. Thinking of you after 40-odd years of being a chartered surveyor and in practice. We've shared some times together, particularly at college, where I recall you coming in occasionally on the day release days that we're at college and during our morning coffee break, asking if anyone wanted a 3-piece suite or a full-length leather coat or all sorts of things that you seem to manage to be able to acquire rather cheaply and less than the normal market value. Anyway, you kept us supplied in a few goods. Thank you very much. Always had a tale to tell when we're sitting having a meal at college. Never one to be quiet and sit back and not say anything, which is jolly good show, and I'm sure it's held you in good stead as a chartered surveyor and in practice. I'm standing here in my office and I'll just twizzle round the sort of diplomas I'm sure you've got hanging somewhere on the wall that we all worked hard for. I think you and I are in the same category and had to work fairly hard at our college to get the qualification, just as well we didn't have to do the direct examinations. I remember Tom in particular helping you through your valuations paper for us to all get qualified. Good fun, and we've had good times, and it's served us well and given us a good income and lifestyle, I think. Anyway, just that's a little note from me, and hopefully you'll get some messages from others, because we're not able to gather together in a large group at the moment. And wish you well in your retirement. All the best, and love from Bridget. Bye.
Say hi, Rog.
Hi, Rog.
Hi, Rog, from New Zealand. I don't know whether you remember, but you started me off in the building trade and you paid me for basically making cups of tea with a 50-quid note. Probably the best day of my life, and I was 16. Anyway, I spent it on skateboard wheels, still spending it on them. So, yeah, me and Forrest are going to go for a skate. You ready, Forrest?
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's go. Say bye, Rog. Woo!
Hello, Roger. Sue here. A little bird tells me you've decided to hang up your hard hat after so many years of being the backbone of the construction industry. I'm sorry to hear that, but I totally think it's time to put your feet up and spend some quality time with your beautiful family. There'll be so many people like me who are so grateful for your knowledge and experience. Any kind of renovation job is always so nerve-wracking, and you were a wonderful hand to hold during my St James's Drive experience. Anyway, listen, I'm sending you lots of love, and looking forward to raising a glass of bubbles as soon as we can to herald in this next chapter. Lots of love to you, big hug, and take care. Bye-bye.
Ode to Roger Taylor. As a surveyor, Roger was top of the tree, a fantastic bloke,
from Bermondsey. Of course, you could have retired sooner, but as Spurs fans say, you were a bloody gooner. Booking you was always a pleasure, and sometimes you even carried a tape to measure. To fix our basement was a race, as much a shambles as track and trace. But you were always calm and wise, the perfect professional to advise. When Lewisham Planning made their calls, you always had them by the book hand. Your professional skills are just sublime, but your work was finished by drinking wine. So it's farewell surveying, and now you're free, the fantastic bloke from Bermondsey.
Dear Roger, what on earth is going to happen to us? What's going to happen to Blackheath? It's probably going to sink into the dust, never to rise again, without you there to guide us, instruct us and help us all with our property needs and our surveying requirements. I can't imagine what's going to happen. But dear Roger, you have actually been such a lovely friend to me over this past 6 years. I could never have done what I've done with moving into this new house and sorting it all out pretty well from scratch without your having sorted out a good team to help me work on it and finding really lovely, reliable people so that the task actually became quite exciting and quite enjoyable. Thank you. And in the middle of all of that, I remember on one occasion actually you're advising me on possible costs and expenses from your hospital bed, Roger. That was the level of your generosity and friendship and kindness to me, as well as going to visit my son Edward to advise him about his worrying property purchase in Hackney. And I think going out and walking along the roofs and things like that for him. Dear Roger, you have been such a rock and such a wise and professional guide. I have valued you enormously. I'm quite sure you're going to go on and do all sorts of lovely, joyful things like more golf, much more family, and I hope lovely holidays. Lots of good adventures are going to open up, and I'm looking forward to perhaps enjoying some of them with you and Susan. Lots of love and cheers to you, dear Roger. Congratulations.
Hi, Roger.
Hi, Rog.
Happy retirement, and thanks for all your help with developing the coach house. Thank you. Where to put the chimney, and East Ham. The house I had tenants in that left for Christmas for 2 weeks and left the heating off, and the mains pipe burst in the loft, and I had an ice frozen waterfall down the stairs, and the walls in the hallway were just ice, and we sorted it with the insurance company. Thanks very much. You did your expert dealing there. Anyway, sorry that you won't be there if I need you again. I'm panicking a bit, but I understand. And anyway, I've got your number, so be afraid. And enjoy your retirement.
Yes, enjoy your retirement from us and these two, Tango and Bella. Where's Bella?
Can't see Bella. Here she is. Hello, Bella.
She's eating. Anyway, have a nice day.
And I can recommend retirement.
Ciao for now.
Ciao, ciao.
Hi, Roger. Well, when I heard that one of Blackheath's surveying icons was about to hang up his site boots, I thought to myself, well, that's going to bring an avalanche of accolades from his many friends and clients and even possibly builders. So I decided to redress the balance a little bit by taking us back to the dark days of the Roger Taylor I knew before that wonderful career began. I'm only joking. I couldn't afford the solicitor. Anyway, we first met when we both started our building careers at that mecca of design and construction excellence, Courage's Brewery. A great place to retire to, they said. And it wasn't long before we were both given a bit of fatherly advice by the likes of John Leverick and the inseparable Dennis and Reg. For me, it was, well, Keith, do you want to be an architect or an alcoholic? For you, it was encouragement to join the surveyor's course down at the Brixton School of Building. So we went our separate ways. Me off to architecture, and you off to a glittering career in surveying. That was nearly 60 years ago, but we've managed to keep our friendship intact since then, albeit our meetings have been sporadic, with me being north of Watford, but the friendship's always been there. Nothing to do with, of course, our professional careers, but with the joint love of this lot up the road. Anyway, it brought back memories to me of sitting on the steps outside Wembley one evening in May 1971, taking in what had just happened after many years of mid-table mediocrity, and the time that I lost the key to my motorcycle just outside the ground and we saw the two faces of the police force. There's a long story for other people, but at least we got a pint out of it that night, I recall. Great memories. Anyway, the thing is that our mentors back at Courageous Brewery saw something in you worth encouraging, and that was your willingness and determination to do the best you could with every interesting job that you were given. Second best was really never on the cards, which was, in my view, one of the reasons at least that you and Susan made such a great pair. Anyway, I'd better shut up. I'm rambling on as usual. All I'd like to say is that it's been a pleasure to have been your friend for such a long time, almost as long as you've known your lovely wife. Have a great retirement. I know you will. Hope we'll meet up again soon. Meanwhile, Roger, all the best to you and to Susan and to your lovely family and friends. Up the Gunners.
I just want to say massive congratulations for such a successful career and enjoying your retirement. Cheers to enjoying your retirement. We're really grateful for your support over the past few months and years and all the advice you've given to us, and as well as us. Dad was obviously particularly fond of you and hold you very dear to him.
Roger, I'll echo what Nick said. It's about time that you retired, I think. Go and enjoy it. I know that you'll still be doing little bits and bobs around Blackheath, I'm sure. And we can't wait to have you over here for a nice beer in the summer at the new house in Sherrington. Thanks for everything over the years, as Nick said, and enjoy your retirement.
Take care.
Hello Roger, it's Bryony from Office. Just wanted to send you a little message to wish you a very happy and long retirement, and to thank you for all your help and support over the nearly 10 years that we've worked together. I very much appreciate all the guidance and advice that you've given me. You've taught me so much in the various dealings with landlords. And I'm also going to miss your good humour and your funny stories. Thank you again, Roger, and sending you all the best. Cheers.
Hello, lovely Roger. Valerie here. Now, a little bird told me that you're going to hang up your surveyor's pen very soon and retire fully. Can't actually imagine that ever happening, and I'm sure you'll still be available for the odd little word of wise counsel for your friends. But I wanted to say I wish you every happiness for the next phase. You are such a wonderful friend, a wonderful neighbour, and also, as we know, on occasion you've given me the odd dig out when I've had some advice required. And you and I will both remember the refreshing of my conservatory and the various challenges that I was faced with. And needless to say, you came to my rescue. So a big thanks for that, and to send you all my love. I am always reminded, and I always smile when I think about Richard's daughter, Sarah, who's now 16. And whenever I mention your name, she smiles and she says, "Oh, one of my favourite people." And I say, "Why is that, Sarah?" And she says, "Oh, because he talks complete sense." So there you go. I'm looking forward to having a glass of bubbles with you to celebrate when we're allowed. But in the meantime, sending you a big hug, big kiss, and many congratulations. Bye.
Oh, I hear Roger's retiring.
Roger who?
Roger Taylor.
Oh, is he? I never thought he would. I always
Well,
thought of
everyone-
him as the youthful, more good-looking one.
Well, what's that got to do with anything? I mean, more good-looking than who?
Well, you know, he's not just a bloody good drummer.
Good drummer? I didn't know he did drumming.
Oh, Mrs. Paradiddle. You'll be a great loss.
He will be a great loss. I mean, all Blackheath has used him. I mean, what would we have done without him in Groats Place when we were moving?
What do you mean?
Look, I'm talking about Roger and Sue, Roger. Who are you talking about?
Oh, the drummer of Queen I'm talking about. Al Roger, he's too young to retire, surely.
Oh.
Blackheath won't let him. He's too
they'll
valuable.
have to. They'll have to. I mean, it's not fair. Everyone needs their time, more time for themselves and a bit of time to have a rest. Come
Well,
to think of
that's
it,
true.
yeah, no, I'd like more time to travel with them. I had a really good train journey with Sue and Roger. You know, they take picnics to a higher level.
Yeah, I missed
You know
out on that. No,
yes, you
I'm-
did, you did. Well, you don't just have the food, you've got to have one of those miniature bottles of wine as
Okay.
well. It raises the level and it makes the journey go faster.
Well, I like the sound of that. So, on that note, here's to you, Roger. Surveying's loss is golf's gain.
Absolutely, yes, yes. All the best from all your friends, and
Yeah.
especially from us.
Time for a lot more interests. Maybe take up drumming, eh?
Oh, and by the way, Graham, it's not Queen he was the drummer of, it's Duran Duran.
It's Queen.
No, it's Duran Duran.
Queen.
I know.
Hello, Roger. We're not going to try this again. This is our 15th attempt. We wish you all the best and hope to see you more often sitting in the coffee shops in the village when we can. But thank you for everything you've done for us and the family, and you know we regard you as a very, very good friend and love you very much. So enjoy your well-deserved retirement.
Hi Rog, happy retirement mate. I'm really pleased to see that I'm now the last man standing.
I'm going to cut him off
I'm
there
not
because
gonna
it's getting boring.
Roger, congratulations or commiserations on your retirement. Ben Challicum here. I just wanted to say on behalf of Sarah and I how grateful we were for your professional advice and reassurance and making the time to come and have a look around not just the house that we currently live in, but also our previous house. So thank you very much for all of your help with that. We're as you know, still at Mum and Dad's because we're so delighted with our house that we're getting the kitchen done. So hopefully we'll be able to have you around for a drink in the not too distant future. But have a great do. Here is Dad.
Well, Roger, I have to say I'm a bit disappointed in this. I mean, you and I had just been carrying the flag for the over 70s and pretending to be the over 60s, and now you're leaving me to carry on my own. And while you sit back and try and home that silky swing of yours. Meanwhile, good effort, well done, and all the best. See you soon.
Hi Roger, great to talk to you and congratulations on your retirement. Rog, I've got to do this video like Cecil B. DeMille. So for starters, we met in around about 1985, I guess, through the children at Brooklands, Cass and Jess. And over the years, our friendship blossomed to the extent that I dragged you all over London to give me a second opinion on the wrecks that I was buying, and then subsequently the wrecks that the kids were buying. It's amazing. And you were always unfazed, Rog. You never got really fazed by any of the wrecks we bought. But there were two instances where you were a little bit wrong-footed. One, when having bought our house in France, you came down there and your voice started to tremor as you went underneath a termite-infested beam, and all I could make out was you need to get some acros under there quickly. That was the first time, and the second time was when we were on holiday in Rwanda, and we went up a huge hill onto a field, and the two of us looked at each other because we were confronted by 60 warriors who were about to dance in full dress with their spears and shields. And we both looked at each other, and you said to me, "Christ, Phil, how much is this going to cost us?" So there you are, Rog, only phased twice in your life. Fantastic. And do have an enjoyable retirement. You jolly well deserve it.
There was a young man called Taylor who met Sue and thought he could nail her. They were going to be married, but for a while they tarried, because he hadn't yet actually surveyed her. With Bermondsey Boy on the case, they found the ideal place. We now reach you from there with good cheer, with gin and wine and beer, and retirement you now can embrace.
Cheers, Rog.
Cheers, Rog.
Happy retirement, and I hope this has made you just laugh or something.
Do something, Rog.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Hello, Roger. It's Anna here. Just leaving here my big thank you for all your help, especially since I set up on my own about over 5 years ago now. And you've been a great help, not just with tips, but also with providing at least half of my clients, more or less. So very nice people, very nice to work with you. First in North Several, and then I'm on the kind of 5th friend of the friend that recommended that. So, without you, I wouldn't be where I am today. And also all your technical help with, when I have any queries, and we have nice chats. About 5 years ago, you gave me a lift for Joe and Lucas, and we were first time we kind of talked a bit more, and we realized we were in the same business somehow. So yeah, it all went from there. I'm also been enjoying helping you on some listed building submissions and things, and your own home, and yeah, it's been a pleasure. I wish you a relaxing retirement, but I will keep calling and we will keep having nice chats, and Joe and Lucas are very good friends as well. So enjoy the sunshine. Thanks. Bye.
Hey Rog, how you doing? Little bird tells me that you're about to retire at long last and give up all that hard work you've been doing in and around the area for God knows how many years. Well, it's about time. You've obviously worked very hard, like the rest of us have, I hope, or most anyway. You've worked very hard in the area, and you're a wonderful dad and husband, and you deserve a long and happy retirement, and I certainly hope you get it. So all the very best from us, and I hope to see you very soon. Oh, there's someone else here wants a word with you.
Hi, Roger. Good luck in your retirement. And if you want a game of tennis ever, let me know. Bye. Happy retirement.
I wouldn't take that too seriously. They mostly talk during their tennis games, Rod, so you won't have to work very hard. Anyway, good luck, mate. Take care. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hello, Rog. Well, I'm pleased for you with your happy news. I'm not too sure about it myself, as more and more people seem to be retiring. When I first heard this, and this is quite serious, the first things that came into my mind were your help over the years. Things like 18 months ago, we had lunch at Trecconi's to help a friend of mine with some career advice. And thinking back 15 years, we did the same thing with somebody at Watts. Professionally, you've always come in when required, and you came to my aid a few years back over a interesting wet basement in the cellar walls of Windsor Castle. It's a very smart champagne bar with a terrible dilapidations claim, and you sorted it out. I think we've known each other for 40-something years. My best memory, without a doubt, is a holiday early on in the flat in Nice, in the Vieux-Port. It was a good week. We bought some live lobsters in the market and put them in the bath until we were ready to use them. We went to the casino, you and I, that night, and it was late when we came out. I think we'd actually won something, and we decided, lovely evening, we decided to walk back. We totally underestimated how far it was. No taxis, and we walked. And you know, I can remember almost word for word a lot of that conversation. Sorting a few things out, putting the world to rights, full of optimism. When we got back to the flats, we realised we should have told the girls. Auntie Susan had gone into the bathroom to get herself ready for dinner and found the lobsters. We were in a lot of trouble. Rog, it's been great fun over the years, and it can only continue. See you soon.
I've known Roger as a good friend much longer than as a surveyor, and the first time I saw him in action was quite dramatic, when the next door house to us in Shootershill Road lost its roof in the violent storms of October 1987. The roof was lifted up in one piece and just dumped in the garden next door. I can't remember who called Roger. Was it me? He came promptly and ordered up tarpaulin covering. Within 24 hours he provided a report for the occupant's insurance company, and then he oversaw the rebuilding of the roof. Here was no Ponzi surveyor polishing his RICS credentials, but an immensely practical man who knew just what to do and bloody well got it done. Just in the last year, Roger's advice over my own challenging house sale and purchase showed why he's such a brilliant negotiator. He gets inside the mind of the guy he's negotiating with and makes him feel so good about the deal he can take the shirt off the other guy's back. Seriously, he can feel his way round a difficult situation and suggest a way through to resolve it. Roger, there will be many former clients quietly giving thanks for your intuition, your common sense and your professionalism, as well as friends you've helped informally, and I'm immensely grateful to have been one of them. Running.
Hi Rog, congratulations on your 40 years as a chartered surveyor. I know you're about to hang up your hat. I've known you for 39 years of those 40, and you seem to have cracked that sort of going out of the door in the mornings with a big smile on your face, often with your golf clubs in the boot of your car. I guess you might have used those at work. Thank you for the advice you've given us in the past for buying our most recent property. It's taken us 7 years to put it back together, and also for Victoria's flat in Walworth, which is a cracking little spot, so thank you for the advice you gave us on that as well. Before you go, can you just give me a little bit of advice on this? It's got some interest at the moment, and I was just wondering what you think we should offer. Take care, have a lovely evening, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.
Well, dear Roger, your wonderful family has asked me to say a few words on this momentous occasion of your retirement. As you can see, I'm in the garden at Rushmore and about to do some digging and all that good stuff. So it's given me an opportunity of thinking about us over the last 50 years and our friendship, which is has been enduring with christenings and weddings and all that goes with it. But 50 years is a long old time, but particularly your retirement, and it's bringing a bit of an era to an end in some ways, not entirely. And although we've been great friends, or you have, particularly to me, in good times and bad times for me, I do remember, particularly when we started off at Brixton College in 1960 something, maybe 70, when we first met up. And I hated the college, as you know, and you and I and Mickey Johnson, sort of a bit of a gang, I suppose, and we spent 4 years trying to be taught construction, and failed absolutely badly with myself. But you always managed somehow to not only be one of the lads, but also you were a good student, and you actually progressed. I mean, all I managed to organise was, I think, one winter, organise a snowball to be rolled in the college gardens and carried into the common room, which I thought was great fun. I thought it was an amazing achievement. But anyway, you went on, irrespective of the Brixton reggae or bongo music, which was echoing when we were taking our exams. I think I failed, you passed. And you went on and you told me you were going to take A-levels, and I was thinking, what do you want to do that for? But you had a plan, because you were obviously working as a surveyor at Courage, and you had a plan, and that plan was to get some A-levels and start a diploma course, all of which you did. You got your A-levels, you got the diploma, and after that you then got on the RICS ladder. And because of your abilities and your professional position, both in Blackheath and in London, you then were elevated to FRICS, which is the ultimate, which demonstrates to me, or will prove to others at least, that beneath that happy-go-lucky, smiling, loving his sports is a very serious professional. And you are, Roger. You are one of the best, because you have unique abilities. You're not only a very, very good surveyor, but you're also a really nice bloke, and everybody likes you, and you know how to get on with people. And that is your success, my friend. And you've proved that and prospered over the years, over many years. And I have great admiration for you for doing that. I don't think I could, I know I can't. But anyway, I'd just like to dwell on two other sort of minor subjects in our sort of history. And one of them relates to during the very early days when I met you. You were very cool because you had a car. In fact, you had a van. And in those days, to have any form of your own transport, you were ahead of the game. And I remember you telling me once you were in the West End, I think, to go and see Susan, and you parked the van. And when you returned, I believe, it was gone. It had been nicked. But you scouted around, and I believe the story goes something like that. You saw it going down, I think, Regent Street, and you legged after it, running down the middle of Regent Street. And that's where the story ends, because I can't remember seeing you a moment, whether you got that van back or not, or what happened. So I'd love to hear that story. And the other one, of course, is, and I do know the ending, is the Great Flood. The Great Flood of Kynaston Road, the house you bought and you had sold, or at least exchanged contracts, and you went off on holiday to North Africa, I believe. And whilst you were away, in clement weather, whatever, freezing cold, and a pipe burst and started to fill the house up with water. And upon your return, you went at the front door and the deluge came out. But of course you had exchanged contracts, so sadly it was somebody else's problem. And you were always very lucky and fortunate in ducking bullets, a skill that I've also have. But apart from that, my friend, what else can I say? It's been joyous to be your friend over 50 years. I have absolutely admired what you're doing. I cannot believe you're going to retire. You won't, you know that. You may hang up your surveying bits and pieces, but Roger, you'll always be out earning something, doing something. It's in your DNA. And good luck, my friend. Have a fantastic day with your family, your wonderful family. And I look forward to seeing you and Sue this week at Rushmore. Hopefully it'll be like today's weather. Maybe not, but we go for a walk. And perhaps you can tell me how that van episode ended. Love to hear. Anyway, enjoy your day. Goodbye to everyone. Bye, Rog.